Thank you for joining the channel. It's your boy, Into the X, back with another video. I've been gone for a little bit, but I've still been posting a little bit of content that I had in the tuck. Had a little setback, had to get elbow surgery. So I'm going to be doing this one-handed, a little bit of the other hand, but I'll still be able to manage. I appreciate all the love and everything that you guys have been showing me recently. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And now, everybody's been telling me, yo, we figured out how to make a loop. Now what do we do? What do we do from here? So don't worry, I got you. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right into the video. So I have this loop, basically, that I made, and I labeled everything. Just like I say, everyone should do. You should label everything. I got everything labeled, and here's what I got so far. Okay, so that's one loop that I have, and then I have a couple other loops. So what do we do now? So the things that I like to do next is actually create other sequences. So obviously I need a hook, I need some verses, maybe a bridge if it calls for it, a couple breakdowns, whatever. So we got to create those. So I have everything on sequence 1 right now. So everything is here sitting on sequence 1. As you can see, I have a verse here. That's all the drums, but that's going to stay muted because I exploded all the drums. There's a verse 2. That's my hook. And there's a pad, hit, bell, snare, and the rest of the percussion and drums. All right. So that's what I have throughout all my pads and everything. So what do I do now? What is the next thing I want to do? Well, first thing I like to do is go ahead and just play something and see, hey, what do I want to do for the intro? When am I going to do the intro of my beat? So I'll just hit the play button and mute some things out for my intro. Okay. All right. So I think I like that. I'm just going to play that first for my intro. So I'll leave everything muted on sequence 1. Go back to main. Go to where it says sequence 1. I'm going to have to use my right hand a little bit here. Go back to sequence 1 and change that and rename it. Intro. INTRO. Boom. We got it. So now I need to make a hook. Let's go make a hook. So while I'm still here, but I'll go back out just so I can show you. Go back to pencil, and I just copy sequence. So it's copying the intro into sequence 2, which is unused, and I'm going to rename that hook. Do it. Boom. So now I'm on sequence 2, and it's named hook. So now I'll go back to the mute area and unmute whatever I need to unmute. So for my hook, let's see what I want to play. All right, that sounds good for the hook. Boom, we're good there. So let's go back to main. I need some verses. So go back up to sequence, pencil icon, and copy sequence. And we'll just call this one verse 1. Do it. Do it. Boom. Sequence number 3, verse 1. I go back to my mute area to where I have everything. I have a loop. a sample chopped up that I called verse 1, so I could just play that. Let's see. Verse 1, just how I like it. All right. Now let's continue. Verse 2, we have to go to verse 1, copy sequence. Now let's rename it. Verse 2. And this could be like the second half, the last 8 bars of the verse. If I'm going to have two 16-bar verses or whatever, this could be the last 8 bars of each verse. And I have a verse 2, and boom, let's go. All right, I like that. I added the hit in there as well. And I might go back to verse 1 and add the hit as well. Or maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll go back. Let's go back. So I'll just come back up here, go to verse 1, put the hit on there, and then take it off of verse 2. There we go. So now I still have like the bells, the pad. I'm going to leave the pad for just the hook maybe. But I do want to put the bells on one of the verses at some point as well. Or maybe even both of the verses. So one way I can do that is do the same thing. Go back to the menu. Main. The pencil icon, copy sequence, and let's just call this verse 1 bells. Name it whatever you want so that you know. Do it. Boom. All right, verse 1 bells. Go back to my mute. And let's put the bells on. And verse 1. So now it sounds like this. Boom. All right, there we go. So let's get an outro. So I'll do the same thing one more time. Pencil icon, copy sequence, and we'll call this one outro. Boom. Go back to my mute tab, and let's see what I want for my outro. So I think I want the hook playing. All right, I like that for the outro. So now I got everything that I need in order to make my track. All right, I go back to the main screen, hit the menu button, go into song mode. So now I'm here in song mode. I have everything here. I know everything's 8 bars. These are on corresponding pads, okay? So all you have to do is hit the record button and then hit the pad that you want. So we want the intro first. Then we're going to go right into the hook. Then we're going to go to the verse 1, verse 2, hook. I want to go verse 1, bells, verse 2, hook, outro. That's it. I'll hit the record button again to take it out of that mode. And you can look, boom, everything is there. And what I like to do after that is just actually play it. Make sure it's good. All right, looks good. Just the way I like it. So now the next thing that I do is convert it to a sequence. So it'll take everything that you have over here and put it on its own sequence back in the main. So convert to sequence. Number 7, it's unused. Include media tracks. That's fine. Whatever. Hit do it. Now if I go back to main, and let's scroll up to 7. There it is. And all of the mutes and everything that you already have set and everything will automatically play. Now, it still keeps the same BPM, 86 BPM. Now, if you can notice, it's 72 bars. So that lets you know that that's the full song. So it has the 72 bars, have the full song here, and there you go. So the next question is, what do I do if I want like the drums to come out at the beginning of a verse or in the middle of the verse or however? How do I do that? And quick answer is create another sequence. Another way to get the drums to do whatever you want, or get anything to do whatever you want. While it's actually playing, you can go to your mute, and let's say I want drums and stuff to come in. All you have to do is I just hit the overdub and play start. It might work with record and play start. I'm not sure. I just always, for some reason, I've always hit overdub and play start, and then you actually play along with the actual song while it's happening. One thing I do, I make sure I have the time division, depending on whatever you like. I do 1 bar. That's just my preference. Instead of making extra sequences, I just go ahead and play it from the song that we converted over to a sequence from our song mode. So this is how I do it. Check it out. All right, I'll bring the drums in. Now the snare. Now everything else will happen automatically. Here it goes. And that's it. You can see how this is fun, and you can come up with different things that you can play on the fly and have it record in. Let's listen to what I actually did. There's the kick. There's the snare. Now it's going to automatically go to verse 1. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the hook. Took the drums out for the end. Verse 1. Took the kick out right there for a second. Brought it back. Yeah. See? And then it automatically switched to verse 2. So that's kind of how I get the track all the way completely done. So from here, I'll go ahead and start mixing things. Some people like to mix completely before they actually do the song mode. Whatever your workflow is, it's fine. Just find what works for you and do it. All right. I do appreciate you guys joining me again for the video. I will make another video taking this same beat and going ahead and starting to mix it and master it on the MPC. So make sure you check that one out whenever that drops as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I have a problem saying that word. And I appreciate all the support and love that you guys have been sending me my way. Until next time, peace. Yeah.